Hello, and welcome to part 9 of my Let's Play of Atelier Totori. When last we left, we did some questing in the Alanya area after being promoted to the bronze rank. We did a little bit of side story progression with Melvia and Gino, and we did some quests along the way as well. And we got the wholesale option from our stores. And so we will pick up and we'll continue to do the quests and explore more of the area around. Because we did all those quests, we get a bunch of rank up points. As you can see, we are ready to rank up, but we're not going to do that quite yet. We still have some exploring left before we proceed on to the next rank. And I think this is the first time we see Pamela in this run. May not be, I don't remember. She is a carryover character from Rorona, and I won't be spoiling anything about her, but she is another shop in Alanya, and she's kind of like, how should we say it, the rare item store, or the less uncommon store, compared to kind of a mixture of the tavern, cafe stores, and the sundry. And add a little bit of the weaponsmith store and all that as well. She'll sell some more or less unique ingredients and stuff. Her big thing is going to be wholesale stuff. Because she sells things a little bit uncommon. You can actually register some pretty important stuff. And I won't be buying all the books, although I could. I am trying to kind of act a little bit like it would be if I started off in a non-Game Plus mode. Normally you wouldn't have the money needed to get everything at this point. So I'm kind of trying to simulate that a little bit.
Now then, let's get this done.
And we get an introduction to a new enemy type, sort of. The pot squirrel. Taking a cue from Ixie, the pan fighter in Rorona. At your normal level at this point, or at semi-low level at this point, they can be quite a handful. They can do some pretty good amount of damage. And they're fairly quick little buggers, too.
Oh, isn't this our chance to hit first? didn't feel a thing. Yeah! Hooray! I won! Hey, they didn't notice us. Yeah! Leave it to me! Ha! This is nothing. Yeah! Hooray! I won! Now then, let's get this done. Now, prepare yourself! Yeah! Wow, I won already?
Now, this circle, that circle deal that we just got, that's another landmark. It's another quest item that gets you those points. Basically, you just have to go into that area and it'll automatically pick it up. As far as the ingredients here, most of the stuff is pretty common. Those dizzy spores, however, do come pretty helpful later on. So it's a good idea to go ahead and start collecting those a little bit.
There they are!
I didn't find much need for the other items. Even the mushrooms, again, even with me concentrating on cooking a little bit more than normal,
I won already?
the mushrooms really don't help much, and neither do the poison stuff. I don't really go for the whole poison stuff either. I will use some items that are more geared towards sleep and paralysis, but poison not so much. Now for this area, not only do you have an abundance of the new pot squirrels, but you do get that bamboo item, which is in my mind, a superior replacement for your normal wood logs. They're pretty nice. You generally can find them in a pretty high quality as well.
Now then, let's get this done.
So they're pretty good to collect. Your berries obviously are always important, so pick those up as well.
This is nothing.
It's probably one of the
I
most
didn't even warm up yet.
useful items that you can find. We saw one on the way here while fighting these guys. It doesn't look like I'm going to be all that successful in finding them at this point in time. Is those basically those acorn looking things. Those are incredibly useful in crafting, and they generally come in pretty high quality too. So definitely pick up those as much as you can. They'll come in. They come very helpful in many variety of things.
I didn't even warm up yet.
So those are a good thing to pick up.
Oh, isn't this our chance to hit first? Yeah! Leave it to me! I didn't even warm up yet. Whew, we're back. A job well done, Mimi.
We didn't do enough to say that.
I might need your help again later. I better take all the items back to the workshop with me.
Your legs are wobbling. Are you sure you can carry all that?
I'm fine. It's right there. Uh-oh.
Watch it! You're not fine. Just give me half.
It's okay. I'd feel bad.
You're going to give me a heart attack if you make me watch. Hand it over.
Okay. Whew, that was heavy. I might not have made it without your help.
It's nothing. You now see how much I've trained compared to you.
You're really out of breath. But thank you.
You don't need to thank me. I didn't do it for you.
Welcome home, Totori. Oh, who's this?
Pleased to meet you. My name is...
I'm home, Setsi. She's my friend, Mimi.
Friend? What are you talking about?
Did I say something weird?
I'm not your friend or anything. We're co-workers. Rivals, to be more precise.
I didn't know you had such an adorable friend. I'm sure Totori's been constantly giving you trouble.
No, not at all.
I know. You should join us for dinner. It'll be ready soon.
No, I couldn't.
You should. Setsi's cooking is great. Come on.
Hey! Stop pulling!
Setsi, I want to help. It's okay. You have a friend over, so just keep her company. But then Mimi'll think I never help out around the house. You don't. Oh, don't say that out loud! Mimi should visit every day. That way you'll always help. You're so mean.
I'm sorry about my noisy daughters.
Ah! When did you come in?
I've been here the whole time. I'm sorry I startled you.
It's all right. I should apologize for not noticing you.
Don't worry, I'm used to it. Even my own kids never notice me.
Oh.
They were raised by a useless father like me, and no mother. They turned out all right if you ask me. I might just think that way because I'm their father, though.
No, I think you're right.
Thank you. I hope you'll get along with Totori. She has very few friends around her own age.
The pleasure will be all mine.
Mimi, we're done. Careful, it's hot. I hope you like it. She will. Anything you cook is awesome.
This does look good. It's a lot more elaborate than usual, isn't it?
Oh, Dad, you were there?
I think I've overstayed my welcome. I'll get going now.
Are you really going? It's getting late, so why don't you sleep over?
No, I'm leaving. If I stay any longer, I think I'll start getting jealous.
Huh? What's that?
Nothing. Well, I'll come back soon.
That's great. See you later, Mimi.
And with that, we get a little bit more of a story around not just Mimi, but the father and the family and mechanics. Oddly enough, overall, compared to all the other individual character stories, I think maybe Mimi's is probably the more, I guess, entertaining or at least it just feels like a lot was put into it. You actually get to see quite a bit of character development with her throughout the entire game. It just seems like a little bit of a natural progression, but something that we kind of rarely see in a lot of games. Yeah, we do get the whole, you know, rich or rival thing or friend thing or whatever, but the way it's done in this particular instance is a little bit different than your typical process, and that's just what makes it all the more entertaining to pay attention with. Same thing goes with the father. The father actually has a pretty good story of his own. He's not a playable character, but his interaction with everything, the way that he grows throughout the game, it's a good way. They do a pretty good job of taking an otherwise, I don't want to say pointless, but definitely a weaker character and evolve him a little bit more than normal. So, with all that, we did complete our 10 quests and we got our rank points for that. What we got here is we made the item that Gino requested in the last segment. This is to continue his story. And this is pretty much the stopping point for him for a while. We won't be doing much with him until we get far, far, far later in the game. Well, we still have some more cutscenes and stuff with him as things progress, but that's about it. We're not going to really take him out to do any more combat or things like that, which it kind of stinks. You know, in order to get all the endings, you're kind of forced to you're kind of forced to leave some characters behind, and I really do hate that about the series in general. I wish it was kind of a little bit more free-flowing than that, but what can you do? And here we get kind of a little bit more of an insight. Basically, the Gino's ending is kind of intertwined with Stark's ending. You'll see a lot of path convergence when we get to that point. You know, it's kind of a little bit to look forward to, I guess, if you're a fan. I just wish you kind of could have done a little bit more variety. But anyway, that will do it for this segment. As always, thanks for watching, and God bless.